Hey loves, so today is going to be another girl talk, and today we're going to talk about 4 signs that you know you're leveling up. Hit the bell notification if you want to get more content like this and stay up to date on what we're doing and what we're up to, and comment below, give me some ideas and some videos you want to see, what you want to see me do. Mainly it's a fitness type motivation channel, so I like to focus on just that, but I'll do it for my people. I'll do it for the babes. I'll do it for you guys if you want me to. So today I want to talk about something positive. That's all I talk about anyways, positive stuff. But I want to talk about pretty much 4 signs that you know you're leveling up. Okay, so let's jump right into it. If you act on what you've talked about, I know people make plans all the time. They're like, okay, I'm gonna do this when I move here, I'm gonna do this when I turn 30, or I'm gonna do this when I'm 35, or no, stop talking about it. Just try to put it into action, put in the work, because talking about it is gonna get you nowhere. It can kind of amp you up into like doing it, but before long you're gonna just be talking about it for way too long, and then that's gonna kind of lower your motivation actually wanting to do it. So don't talk about it to anybody. Don't tell nobody what you're gonna do. Just kind of jump to it and do it. Acting on the plans that you made is important, because it can kind of give you that push. Like, even if it's something as little as writing down what you plan on doing, and then each week you take the next step towards getting that thing done. That is another form of putting it into action. Make sure when you talk about your goals and your plans, you're always doing something, even if it's something as small as writing it down. Make sure you're always doing something to get to that next level. Don't stay stagnant. Don't stay in one level. Keep on pushing. Slowly but surely. If it's not the right time for you to do it, that's okay. You can work towards it the best way you can in that moment. Even if it's as little as researching what you need to do. Like, do something every day. 5 minutes every day. Like, something's better than nothing, right? The second sign that you're leveling up is your situation is changing pretty much into the unknown. It might be scary at first, but like, you're gonna realize that your life or your situation, whatever you're in, is changing, and you're gonna be like, especially if you don't like change, you're gonna be like, okay, I don't like where this is going, but don't fight it. When you feel that feeling, do not fight the fact that you don't know the unknown. Keep pushing, because you cannot grow if you're stagnant in the same place. You cannot grow. When you feel uncomfortable, that's when you keep pushing and you keep going. You don't stop right there, because that will get you nowhere. So when your situation is changing from the familiar to the unknown, that's when you know that your life is starting to level up. Taking action kind of plays into that. When you don't take action, you're not going to see changes in anything. And at each level, you're going to have to think differently in order to get to that next level. Because if you're thinking the same way you thought in that first level, you're going to stay right there. It's not going to get you anywhere, because you're thinking the same way. Just like the saying goes, like, doing the same thing over and over again in that one situation, but getting the same result, that's the same idea. The third sign that you're leveling up is that you start envisioning your new life. You start thinking about stuff, or you start thinking about things you want to do or what you want in life. You're starting to realize exactly what you want out of life, or who you are, or who you want to be with, or just stuff that is important to most people in life, that's what you start envisioning. You don't just envision it, you also start figuring out, okay, I gotta take this and that step in order to get here. Or you start thinking of ideas of how you're gonna make things work. How am I gonna make this work? I have to do this and that in order to get that. Or I have to do this and that in order to be in that situation. Like, same thing as I was saying earlier, you have to think differently with each step. Okay. I don't know if I said that was the third or the fourth, but the fourth is you're no longer afraid of anything. Like, you're not afraid of taking risks. You're not afraid of losing this. You're not afraid of doing that. Of course, you got to be smart with certain decisions, but you're not afraid at the end because you know what you're capable of. You know what you can do. And you know that life is not going to be the same always. Life is forever evolving. Life is forever changing. Whether it's for the worst or for the best, like, life is going to change. Once you accept that change is a part of life, then that's when you're not going to be scared anymore to take certain risks or to level up and or to make changes in life and do certain things that you were previously afraid of. So pretty much you have to take those risks in order to get different results. You have to change your patterns or your habits, and you have to change certain things. Like, for example, if you want to lose weight, you have to eat healthy. You have to stick to it. You got to be consistent in order to lose that weight. If not, nothing's going to change. Same thing applies to life. You are more courageous. I think that's the same thing as taking risk. Like, you're not afraid to take certain steps that you were afraid of before. It's like you're more courageous, so you got like this new sense of energy and you're like more in tune with yourself. You know what you want, you know what you're gonna get, you make steps to get that, and your energy is different. Like, your mindset, you're in a whole different mind space. So when you're in a different mind space, it makes it more, I guess you can motivate yourself better to get things done and to progress in life. Like, if you're in a bad mind space, you're not going to want to do anything. You're not going to want to upgrade. You're going to want to stay stagnant. You're going to want to stay in a safe place because that's what you're comfortable with. But the safe place is not always the best place. So it's always good to like make sure you keep that character of being courageous and throughout life, all throughout life, in order to keep leveling up. Like, you don't never want to get comfortable. Even if you do make it, like, you don't want to stay right there. You want to keep going and going, because that shows your mindset of who you think you are, like what you think you're capable of. Like, if you feel like, okay, once I make 100K a year, I'm gonna stop right there because that's all I need. No, you can keep going. Like, eventually you'll get there if you keep pushing and changing. Like, you have to work towards that. You can't just assume or just stop at a certain point because that's where you're comfortable and you're afraid to go to that next level. You can't do that. You have to keep going, keep pushing, because if you think that way, like I said, you're gonna, that's like, I guess that's a form of being afraid or not being courageous, and you're scared that if you do go to that next level, you're gonna mess up or something, or you're not gonna make it, or you're gonna lose everything. Like, as long as you know what you're doing and you learn with the things that you're doing, then there's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, so alright, so those were my top 4 reasons of how you know you're leveling up and you're getting to that next level and you're not staying stagnant and you just keep growing, sis. So If you want to see more videos like this, girl talk videos like this, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Ideas are welcome. Now my next video will probably be a fitness video, a home fitness video, or maybe a day in life eating. I don't know, who knows. But don't forget to comment below, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope it was helpful to somebody out there. And who's that at the door? And of course, manifesting is part of that. Like, you can't just do these steps without manifesting. You have to really believe in yourself and that it's going to happen. You have to believe in that you're gonna level up. You have to believe in that you're gonna make it to that like next level, and that your life is gonna get better. Because if you don't believe in it, then it can really wreak havoc on your mindset. Like, you won't be able to think positively. And if you're not thinking positively, then you're not going to make it to the next level. You have to put in the work, both physically and mentally, in order to move forward. Just make sure you continue to manifest, because it will be your time, sis. Don't worry about that. Your time will come. Just make sure that you believe in yourself first.